Alright, we're back. It's been a while, so today we're just heading aloft aboard Endeavour. Now, earlier this day, we struck Endeavour's fore and main topgallant yards, and while I didn't record that process, I did want to take a climb and show a little of what it looks like. You may have heard that Endeavour is undergoing a major re-rig project. Endeavour's standing rig is getting on in years, and due for a replacement, having been initially built in 2011. The new rig is currently being built in Adelaide. Once it's finished, it'll be shipped here and we'll put it on. In the meantime, we have to downrig the old standing rig. As a part of that, we'll be downrigging Endeavour's yards, masts, shrouds, and stays. We've already taken down the spritsail yards, and today, the topgallant yards. The standing rig is a central part of the ship's tension system, with the shrouds and stays bracing the masts against the effect of the winds on the sails. This video will be a little different from my other ones, as I'm not working on a specific project, but rather just taking a look at the downrigging process. As we're heading up, we've come to one of the more interesting challenges of climbing a tall ship, the futtock shrouds. These are fun because you essentially have to climb upside down to get to the fighting top. It's very awkward, and at least for me, it's never really gotten less so. You may have noticed, though, that there is a space further in on the fighting top. That's called the lubber's hole, and normally, it would be a viable alternative for climbing up on the fighting top. However, Endeavour's top isn't that large, and the result is that neither is the lubber's hole. There's also a leaderboard there that makes the space even smaller, so it really isn't an option. So here we can see where all the shrouds and backstays wrap around the top of the mainmast. You'll also notice there's a pair of modern slings as well. These are there to add additional support as we start downrigging the old standing rig. Further down the line, we'll also strike the topmasts, meaning these slings may get in the way, so we're just taking a closer look here. It doesn't look too bad, but a second look will take place as we get further into the downrigging process. Anyway, let's take a look at what was done earlier this morning. As you can see on the foremast, the topgallant yard is gone. It's a smaller version of the topsail yard, and operates in a similar manner. Eventually, we'll take down the topgallant mast itself. Both the fore and main topgallant masts are already rigged to be brought down, so we'll go on up to the cross trees and take a look at that. The climb up this far is always a bit tiring, but let me tell you, the view is worth it. So we can see that this line is already tied around the topmast cap, ready to assist bringing the topgallant mast down. Now, I didn't climb all the way up onto the cross trees, as I could feel rain coming in, and I really didn't want to get stuck up there when it started. So instead, I started to head back down. Next time, maybe.
Back down.
Just taking a quick breather on the fighting top before I head all the way back down. So a good time to mention that you can actually donate to the re-rig project. I'll leave a link in the description.
Alright.
The rain is starting to pick up, so it's back down the futtock shrouds we go. Using the futtock shrouds over the lubber's hole was and is a bit of a point of pride for sailors. One of my favorite stories about this, fictitious as it may be, comes from Sharp's Trafalgar from the Richard Sharp series by Bernard Cornwell. While on board the HMS Pucelle bound for England, a recently commissioned Ensign Sharp wishes to climb aloft, and is told that the best way to do this for the uninitiated, like himself, is to use the lubber's hole. An overconfident Sharp ignores this guidance, and instead attempts to climb the futtock shrouds. He doesn't make it far, and nearly falls, only to be saved by a sailor who wastes no time in chastising Sharp, saying, "Use the lubber's hole, sir. That's what it be for. Lubbers." Anyway, thanks for coming along for the climb.